everybody, it's Olivia here for my Cast Off Crew Thursday video. It's on Friday, I know. By the time I got around to having some free time last night, the lighting would have been really horrible for this, so I just decided to wait till this morning to film it because I don't work until 11 today instead of 7. So I wake up like I'm going to work anyway, so I figure I might as well use this time to do this. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to talk about the craft fair, which was on Wednesday, and then I will show you my one work in progress, and, sorry, I'm just getting things ready to show you, and then I will go into, what I finished. So, first things first, the craft fair went pretty well, I thought, considering that it's June and I was selling wool hats and headbands and all that sort of stuff. So one of my hats sold for $30. I sold 2 headbands for $15 a piece, and I also sold a washcloth and a ton of these little magnets that I made. They're in here. I'll maybe include some pictures at the end, but I just made these little fridge magnets, and I made about $9 total off of them. People seem to really like them, which I was kind of surprised by. I didn't really think that they were going to sell very well, but they did, and maybe it's because they were kind of one of my cheaper things for sure. I charged $2 for 5 magnets, or 1 for 50 cents. So that's everything that I sold. So I made about 76 bucks, which I was okay with that. I was pleased. It was kind of cold that day, which kind of worked in my favor because it was this big arts and food festival, and all these people were coming in to our my school because it's this big prairie arts school, and they like to celebrate artists, so that's why everyone was here, and there were about 280 people at this thing, so there were a fair amount of people. The other girl that was selling stuff with me at my table, her name was Annika, she's my friend, she made like $100 more than I did. She did really well. And my other friend had her button maker there, and she made $20 off of those, so that was everything. I think we did pretty well for ourselves, considering we were there for about 4 hours. So they had this dinner later in the night in this garden, but it was kind of cold outside. It has not been summer yet for me. Normally in Minnesota, the weather is around the 70s or 80s in May and June, and lately it's been in the 50s and 60s consistently, and it's been raining all the time, which sucks. I hate it. I'm so sick of it. It looks like summer outside, but it doesn't feel like summer outside. I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts, but I can't go outside like this because I would get cold. That's pretty pathetic. I don't know what's going on with the weather, but it needs to knock it off. So that's how the craft fair went, and we have another one in July, and then another one in September that I'm doing. So it's kind of nice because I kind of have a month in between all of them, so I have time to kind of replenish my stock, even though I really didn't sell a ton of items at that one. I just sold some like higher priced items, I guess. Okay, so I guess I'll show you my work in progress first. It's so impressive, guys. I'm really far on it. I cast on a pair of socks last night, and so I'm using this yarn that I got for $1. Which is ridiculous, because you cannot get sock yarn anywhere for $1, but it was from the same place that I got all of that 100% wool for $1, where you can't get wool for that. So I got very lucky. I wish I had gotten more sock yarn, to be honest, but this is the only one that I grabbed, and I really like the colors in it, and I think it's going to turn out pretty, and I'm knitting Hermione's Everyday socks, and hopefully they turn out lovely. Okay, on to finished items. Luckily, I only sold one of the things that I finished for this week, or maybe not luckily, I don't know, however you want to look at it. I finished this blue hat that I had showed you last week that I was working on, and it looks kind of small, but when you put it on, it actually stretches a ton, and it covers my ears, and it stretches and it fits my head and it fits really nicely and kind of snug, so it feels really comfortable and like it'll be warm. And so that's this. And I also made 3 dishcloths like this, but one of them sold already, so I'll put links to everything down below. So there's that. I made 3 headbands. I made this one, and the main yarn here is from Big Lots, because I noticed that a few people, I think Margaret for sure, had gotten yarn at Big Lots, and I had never been to a Big Lots in my life. I didn't even know if we had them in Minnesota, so I looked it up because I was curious. I was like, $1 yarn, that's pretty good. So I looked online and I found a Big Lots that was on the way to my boyfriend's parents' house. So when we went to their house, we stopped at a Big Lots, and I got this yarn, which I'm pretty sure is some sort of cotton, although it doesn't list cotton as one of the contents in the yarn, but I noticed that all the labels are the same for all of the yarn, which is super weird because this is not the same as this yarn. This yarn, I'm pretty sure, is 100% wool, and that is not listed on the label either, so something funky is going on there, but I'm not entirely sure what. So this is another headband I made. Whoa! Sorry, the button came undone. Okay, so that's this one. And this one's the wool, like I said. I did a burn test to see if it was wool, and it smelled like burning hair, so I know it's wool. And then this one. So none of these sold at the craft fair, which I think is weird, because I like these ones the best, yarn-wise. Maybe I just need to add flowers or something to them. I don't know. Who knows? Let's see. Then that's everything, I guess. That's everything. This is a really long video. Sorry, guys. And sorry if my hair is really crazy. I just woke up and mowed the lawn and did laundry, so I've been doing housework all day. So I haven't really cared about my appearance. Okay. Check out the other Cast-Off Crew members below, and all the patterns that I used for this week will be linked below. We're getting really close to 150 subscribers. I think we need 6 more, and then I'm going to do my yarn giveaway, so make sure you're subscribed, because if you are not, then you don't have the chance to win this really pretty yarn that I will show when I do my giveaway video. I might even throw some extra yarn that I have in my stash that I know I'll probably never get around to knitting in there. So, okay, I'm going to stop talking now. Bye.